Hey folks, Neil Beasley here. Post-holiday basketball the thing right now in Texas high schools. Time to get you warmed up for this week. Basketball season is in full swing. Let's take a look at some key district matchups in the lineup. The big one this week is 3-6A, where North Crowley hosts Mansfield Lake Ridge. Both teams are in the top 10 in the state and could be top 5 before they meet Friday night in North Crowley. The Panthers just finished off the Fort Worth ISD Classic with a 3-1 record and have their usual deep roster. This year, look out for Isaac Hayes, Chris Shelby, and Abram and Trey Hicks. Never enough time to rest against these guys because they just keep coming at you. Mansfield Lake Ridge was at the Allen Invitational, where they finished second behind the host school, Allen. S.E. Wakoma proved he will be a force the entire season. He used his length to dominate the competition. Against Shadow Creek, Wakama scored 32 points as Lake Ridge is looking for a return trip back to state. The Colony is taking on Highland Park in a 12-5A matchup between two of the district's big dogs. The Colony has been up and down early this season, but when you have two of the best guards in the area, they will begin to put it together soon. Dakari Spear and Bryce Dixon have carried the Cougars this season and hope to do the same when they head into Highland Park. The Scots play a slow, methodical type of ball and led by Henry Beckett at the stat sheet. Both of these teams are favorites for the district crown, so a win here would give that team the upper hand. And looking for a big crowd, head out to Wiley East Friday night as the Raiders take on Wiley in a sweet rivalry game. What makes it better is that both teams are undefeated in 9-6A, and one squad will have a leg up going into the second half of the district schedule. Noah Mallory is the main offensive threat for Wiley, while East is led by Parker Overstreet and Desmond Thompson.
The warm-up is presented by Cricket. Smile, you're on Cricket.
At Cricket, get free Samsung Galaxy phones.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Whataburger, just like you like it, and by Parker University. Check out our bachelor's degree in strength and human performance today.
We caught up to a big-time athlete from the Metroplex in this week's Recruiting Trail.
Almanza, and I play corner at Byron. Really what I was looking for is just like feeling like a family. You know, whenever I was up at Baylor, that's just what I felt when I was there. Being close to home, you know, it meant a lot to me because my parents could, you know, go to pretty much all my games. So, I mean, those are two pretty important things. And, you know, the coaching staff, I really like Coach Randa, Coach Curtis, Coach Powledge, all those guys. I've built a great relationship with them, and yeah, it's someplace I wanted to be. Really just, I mean, coming in and working hard and just playing wherever I can. If I gotta play safety, if I gotta play corner, nickel, like no matter what I gotta do, if I can get on the field, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do when I get there. Off the field, I really like. I'm always watching film like with my quarterback because I play receiver too. So I'm either watching film with my quarterback, you know, whenever we're like we got class together, so I watch film with him. On defense, I'm really just trying to. I'm a really big communicator on the field. Like I try to get all my guys on the same page. And whenever we do that, we're executing a lot better. All the field, I feel like I'm pretty calm most of the time, but you know somebody's gonna say something every now and then. Then you kind of gotta get after it. But I feel like I'm pretty calm on the field. Just yeah. Me in this class, we're gonna come in and it's gonna be something special. Like we're gonna bring a lot of wins, and you know we're gonna be in the playoffs. In the classroom, I've been accomplishing what I want to accomplish. You know, I've been pretty good at my grades. My parents hold me to a pretty high standard since I've been growing up. So I mean, that's been pretty important to them. My mom was a teacher, so she's always been on my case about that. And on the field, I'm just trying to take us as far as we can in the playoffs. You know, these guys. You know, I'm not trying to have an early ending, and I'm just trying to play as many games as I can. The legacy I want to leave is just like, if people can look up to me and know that like I was a good dude and I could be a good role model to kids, you know, like I'll have kids going to me after the game, and I'm just trying to be the best role model I can be for them. And I want the coaches to be like, they're talking about me, it's in a good context, like I was a hard worker, I watched film, I knew what I was doing. I just kind of want to leave that like good role model legacy behind.
The warm-up is presented by Cricket. Smile, you're on Cricket.
At Cricket, get free Samsung Galaxy phones.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Golden Chick. One taste and you're golden. And by Kubota, the #1 selling compact tractor in Texas. For details, visit gokubota.com. Kubota, together we do more.
Our Ward Fasold caught up with Plano East head coach Matt Wester to see how this season's been going. The defending 6A champs, all in this week's Media Day segment.
All right, it is Media Day. We are talking with Plano East head coach Matt Wester, the reigning coach of the year from our show and undefeated champion. But you've kind of found out the hard way that when you're at the top of that mountain there, and you found out about it at the end of last year, but when you're at the top of the mountain, they could care less who graduated from your squad. They're coming at you. All they're seeing is 40-0. How's it been so far during the non-district, and now that you're well into district play for your Panthers?
Yeah, just like you mentioned, I think last year, whenever the schedules came out, everyone kind of circled the defending state champs because we got a lot of positive attention for good reason, and like this game is more meaningful to other teams than it is to us very often all the time. So last year we were used to getting everybody's best because we're highly ranked and had some good players, and I think this year they're even more motivated to beat us than what we did last year. Which is fun. It's a good spot to be in when everyone's excited to play you.
And they certainly were excited to play you this weekend at the Championship Invitational over there at Chisholm Trail. You came into it a little banged up. Maybe you talk a little bit about DJ Hall and when we might see him, and because I know we didn't see him this week, and then talk about you did take some lumps, but the purpose of these tournaments is to find out what you have for the downstretch in district play.
Yeah. Holiday tournaments don't really help you win district. They're I just call them like a rite of passage because it's just so much fun being home for Christmas and watching basketball all day. I mean, I did that before I was ever a high school basketball player, and I did it in high school. I did it in college. I still spend my holidays at basketball tournaments. So we were fortunate that we got to enter into the one of the best tournaments in the whole state, Championship Invitational. I believe we're in like year 62 or something. Yeah, or 64 of the Championship Invitational, and so we have two guards out. With injuries, and they matched us up. Tom does a really good job picking teams and matching us up. And last year they matched us up with on opposite ends of the bracket at Stony Point because you could tell he knew what he was doing. Right. But this year he put us up against Keller to start, which was our regional finalist game to go to state last year. And so, like we were pretty excited about it. Even if we were down a little bit in terms of players, we were excited about a chance to play them again because we know they're the type of team that can win a lot of playoff games. And then DJ goes down like second possession of the third quarter, and fortunately he was able to give us 20 points before he went out. So not many people can give you 20 points by halftime, but he did. And so at that point, we were down to like 9 players that were suited up, and 6 that are really in our rotation. 6 that are in our rotation, and so I was just really impressed because like nobody can really take his responsibility. It's not like, oh, let's put in the backup DJ. Like everybody has to step up because there is no backup DJ. It's just other good players stepping in and taking over some of the responsibility. And they really did that. I was proud of them that first game because they really figured out how to win.
Coach, good luck, and let's just get into this thing and try to defend the title in the weird Division I, Division II deal that we're going. As Diggs always points out, you guys are going to be the last reigning and defending, encompassing 6A champion, and you always have that to stick on in your hat there. So I appreciate it.
Last undisputed state champion in 6A.
There you go. Thank you for joining me, Coach, and we'll talk to you down the line.
Thanks, Ward. Appreciate it.
Hey, that'll do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us, and Happy New Year to all. There's some great hoops all over the Metroplex this Friday, so go check out a game.